saying I'm supposed to die tonight. Niggas still put a hit out and they talking like this shit okay.
What's good, y'all? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL NBA content, give this video a like, and if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. Now let's get to it. Listen, let's speak about these LA Chargers 2020 team preview. Alright, let's speak about these Chargers. Alright, let's get to it, bro. Y'all see by the thumbnail, you see I have this Chargers team winning 9 games. Truth be told, I did not expect to have this Chargers team winning 9 games. I'm gonna just keep it a full. But listen, bro, I wasn't this high on the Chargers. But when you run through the schedule, game by game, I like their schedule. I do. Truth be told, I'm not big on the Chargers as a team overall. Like, I think they're a tier 3 team. I think they're a tier 3 team. I love their defense. Their offense is just sketchy, in my opinion. Their offense is sketchy. Tyrod Taylor, we know who he is. He's a solid quarterback. Nothing special. Nothing amazing. I don't consider him a bum because I've seen him take the Bills to the playoffs. He's athletic. Not the most accurate quarterback. Even though he does throw a good deep ball, I don't think people realize that Tyrod Taylor throws a good deep ball, but besides that, he's not the most accurate quarterback. But at the end of the day, I think he can win you 9 games. I think you can, especially with this defense, because I love this defense. And I just think after last season, 2019, the disappointing season that they had, and going 5-11 with old man Phillip Rivers, I think the Chargers, I guess they're due for a bounce back year. And like I said, I just like this schedule. Truth be told, before I went through the schedule, I didn't have the Chargers going 9-7 at all. I thought they were more of a 6-10, 7-9 team. But when you run through it one by one, I just like it. Let's run through the schedule real quick. Usually I'll break down the team. Let's run through the schedule. All right. Bengals, I got them beating the Bengals week 1. I don't care what y'all say. Yes, it's a home game for the Bengals, but no fans. The Chargers are just a better team. Plus, Burrow versus this type of defense, this type of secondary. I like the Chargers, man. And truth be told, you guys know I don't think Burrow is that special. Okay, I really don't. Okay, there's clips of Burrow working out with his receivers. Didn't look so good. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a full buck. Those few clips that I seen Joe Burrow throwing to AJ Green and Tyler Boyd, it didn't look that good. Okay, no velocity on the ball. Miss throwing the ball behind his receiver. It didn't look so good. So give me the Chargers. They'll lose to the Chiefs. Chiefs will beat them. They'll go back home to LA. They'll beat the Panthers. I actually got them beating the Bucks. I do. I think the Bucks gonna be a really good team with Brady, of course, and this new look Bucks team. But it's early in the season, and like I said, I like the fit. I think this secondary matches up versus the Bucks receivers. They got the pass rush to get there, and Joey Bosa and Melvin Gordon. Now at the moment, Melvin Gordon, it seems like he wants out or he's gonna hold out. If Melvin Gordon isn't on this team, the whole entire outlook of the team changes, especially defense, because as good as Joey Bosa is, you need more than one pass rush to get after there. 2 pass rushes, that's really good. That'll work. Melvin Gordon and Joey Bosa sounds a lot better than Joey Bosa. So if I'm the Chargers, you gotta retain Melvin Gordon. You just got to. If you want any success, you gotta retain Melvin Gordon. So I'm gonna say that they retain Melvin Gordon. I got them beating Brady and the Bucks. They go to the Dome of Death. They lose that. They'll beat the Jets. Lose to the Dolphins. They'll beat the Jaguars at home. They'll beat the Raiders at home. They'll split with the Broncos. I got Tyrod Taylor beating his former team in the Bills. They'll lose to Cam Newton and the Patriots. They'll beat the Falcons. Yeah, there you go. And they lose to the Chiefs again. They're going 9-7, man. I like this team. And like I said, Tyrod Taylor is nothing special. but he throws a good deep ball, and Tyrod Taylor rarely turns over the ball. So you got Keenan Allen, you got Mike Williams, okay, you got Hunter Henry. I expect Hunter Henry to ball because I think Tyrod Taylor is going to dump it off to his tight ends a lot. I mean, even though Tyrod Taylor throws a good deep ball, he's not slinging the ball down the field consistently. He's not Jameis Winston. He's not throwing the ball in tight windows down the field consistently. That's just not his game. So at the end of the day, I think Hunter Henry eats this year if he can stay healthy. So, overall, I think the offense will do enough to get it done. Austin Eckler is a solid running back. I don't think he's nothing special. Okay, I think Austin Eckler, truth be told, might be one of the most overrated running backs in the NFL. I mean, people talk about this Austin Eckler kid like he's Melvin Gordon. I'm sorry, bro. A prime Melvin Gordon, a fully healthy Melvin Gordon is better than Austin Eckler. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what Chargers fans say. I get Austin Eckler. He can catch the ball at the backfield. He's solid. He's shifty. I get it, but he's not no superstar running back. He's not a top 10 running back. Cut it out. You're not taking Austin Eckler over Ezekiel Elliott or Dalvin Cook or Joe Mixon. Like, cut it out, bro. I'm not trying to hear it. But, overall, I think the offense does enough. The offensive line sort of worries me, okay? But at the same time, you brought in Brian Beluga, who's a really good tackle, okay? Him, Brian Beluga, David Bakhtiari with the Packers, they were one of the best offensive tackle duos in the NFL for the past few years. So you got that going for you. You still got Mike Pouncey at center. You traded for Trey Turner. I think this offense does enough. Now the receiving depth worries me a bit because outside Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, this receiving core absolutely sucks. I mean, who is Joe Reed? Who is Darius Jennings? I mean, like, bro, who are these guys? So I expect them to run a lot of 12 personnel, run a lot of 2 tight ends with Hunter Henry and Virgil Green because they just don't got the receiving depth to run like an empty spread back in there. They can't run that. So at the end of the day, outside Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, this receiving core sucks. But the offense is good enough. But what's going to carry this team, like I said earlier, is this defense. I think this defense has potential to be a top 5 defense. I mean, do I got to speak about the secondary? Okay, Casey Hayward, Chris Harris Jr., Desmond Keene. I mean, that's a nasty cornerback trio. It is. It's just, that's going to be something to deal with. Casey Hayward. I know they're going to have Chris Harris playing the outside. They traded for Chris Harris. I like him better in the slot, but Chris Harris is still really, he'll work in the outside, especially with with the secondaries playing around. Chris Harris is going to ball. You're getting Derwin James back fully healthy. He'll lock up the tight ends. He'll play the run. Man, I like this defense. You went out and drafted Kenneth Murray, who, truth be told, I think is going to be the second best linebacker in this draft outside of Jordan Brooks. I'm huge on Kenneth Murray. And then you got the 2 pass rushers, Joey Bosa, Melvin Gordon. They're finna get to the quarterback. So you got the 2 pass rushers, and you got a stud secondary. That is a good recipe to winning games. I'm just saying, get you 2 pass rushers off the edge that can get to the passer, and a secondary that can lock up the outside. That's a recipe to winning games. I can't even front. You got Linval Joseph stuffing the run. I like that move of bringing in Linval Joseph. Jerry Taylor, he'll get after the quarterback himself. Listen, this defense is finna be great. It is. It's finna be great. So, I'm liking what they're doing out there in LA. I like how Anthony Lynn has these boys right. Hard Knocks. He's telling them how the season's finna go. He's telling them that they need to be disciplined during this pandemic. And I like what's going on. I do. Like, truth be told, I don't think Justin Herbert touches the field this year. I don't. I know people saw the clips of him on Hard Knocks throwing the ball, looking good. I get it. Justin Herbert ceiling, his potential is way better than Tyrod Taylor. I mean, Justin Herbert, he got crazy arm talent. He's big, he's athletic. I get it. Okay, but I don't think Justin Herbert is going to touch the field. Anthony Lynn has already talked about that. It's Tyrod Taylor's job to lose. I think they're going to roll with the veteran. I think Tyrod Taylor starts week 1. And I think he starts for the entire season. I don't really see Tyrod Taylor losing the job just because I think this Chargers team is going to win enough games for him to keep him at the starting quarterback position. Now, next season, it's going to be Justin Herbert. He's going to be the quarterback 1. I expect by next season, Justin Herbert is a QB 1. But this season, I just think Tyrod Taylor is ready to go, especially in the weird all season where we're in, where there has been no rookie mini camps, no OTAs for Justin Herbert to get acclimated to the NFL. I mean, I just think it's Tyrod Taylor's position to lose. But overall, man, listen, I like this team, and truth be told, not that many people has mentioned it, but this is a must-win year for Anthony Lynn. For Anthony Lynn, this is a make it or break it year because the Chargers, they fell on their face last year. A lot of these analysts, a lot of these people had the Chargers as true contenders last year. Now, I said last year going into the year that the Chargers were going to miss the playoffs. Nobody wanted to listen to me. People thought I was dumb. People thought I was talking a lot of bullshit. A lot of y'all were speaking like how I'm speaking right now. So at the end of the day, what I say is facts. But I'm saying that the Anthony Lynn and the Chargers are going to bounce back. And Anthony Lynn, he needs a bounce back year. Because if he falls on his face again, if this Chargers team falls on their face again and win like 4 to 5 games, Anthony Lynn is going to most likely get fired. I don't think people are talking about it, but if Anthony Lynn, this Chargers team fall on their face, Anthony Lynn is most likely getting fired. And I know people don't want to speak about it because Anthony Lynn is a good guy and he's a good coach, but that's just the facts. I mean, listen, bro. The NFL is quick to give up on a brother. Somebody got to say it. The NFL is quick to give up on a brother. They are. So at the end of the day, bro, the NFL they're not patient with these black coaches. They're not patient with these black coaches. Not everybody gets the same amount of love as Mike Tomlin. And Mike Tomlin has been the winning head coach every single season. So that's not even a good comparison. So at the end of the day, bro, overall, man, I think Anthony Lynn and this Chargers team, I think they're going ahead and they handle business. 9-7, that should get them in the playoffs, especially in this new playoff format where they have the extra team and each conference making the playoffs. So, overall, 9-7 looks good. It's a lot better than I thought I would rank them. So at the end of the day, shout out to Chargers Nation. Rock with your boy, alright? But that's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the Phenomenal One, and I'm out. Deuces.
Shout out my Crips, that's still crippin', nigga. Shout out my Bloods, that's still bloodin', nigga. Straight from the dirt, shout out my muddy niggas. Came from the bottom, all my get money niggas.
When I die, you ain't got to cry, you just got to pray. Put some weed where I lay, I'ma see you another day. Full of energy, you my enemy, you got to pay. Was on the east side, fucking with them Crips the other day, was on the west side.